Ever pondered the fascinating origins of those sumptuous, delectable Thanksgiving food traditions? Have you mused over how the first settlers might have prepared the inaugural feast? Or the secrets behind crafting these savory delights within the familiar environment of your own kitchen? Well, hold tight for an eye-opening gastronomic voyage. We're about to unravel the centuries-old food traditions that trace their roots back to 17th century harvest celebration, shared by the Pilgrims and Wampanoag Indians. We'll delve deep into the history of each dish, from the roast turkey and cranberry sauce to the pumpkin pie and stuffing. Then, we will guide you through an uncomplicated, systematic approach to a traditional Thanksgiving menu. We'll lead you step by step, from the initial planning and shopping right down to the baking, roasting, and garnishing. But that's not all. We'll also share some invaluable tips and tricks to ensure a flawless Thanksgiving feast. From how to perfectly baste your turkey for that golden brown finish to the secret of a rich and creamy pumpkin pie, we've got all the culinary hacks you'll need for a successful celebration. Feast your senses and get ready for a Thanksgiving extravaganza like no other. We're about to embark on a culinary adventure, the star of which is the iconic symbol of Thanksgiving, the turkey. The key to a juicy and flavorful turkey lies in the meticulous preparation and accurate roasting. To get started, preheat your oven to a steady 325 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the optimum temperature to facilitate a slow and thorough cooking process. While the oven is gaining heat, it's time to season your turkey. A generous seasoning with salt and pepper not only enhances the bird's natural flavors, but also aids in locking in the juices, making it moist and tender. Pay special attention to seasoning both inside the cavity and outside of the turkey. This step is crucial and ensures every bite is filled with flavor. Next, place the seasoned bird on a rack in a roasting pan. This allows for even heat distribution and ensures that the turkey is cooked evenly on all sides. To prevent the turkey from drying out, cover it loosely with a sheet of aluminum foil. This creates a mini oven within the oven that locks in the steam and keeps the bird moist. The roasting process requires patience, precision. Roast the turkey until the internal temperature of the thickest part of the thigh reads 165 degrees Fahrenheit on a meat thermometer. This is the USDA recommended safe internal temperature for cooking turkey. It's essential for killing any bacteria, ensuring your turkey is both delicious and safe to eat. The larger the bird, the longer the roasting time. Patience is key here. If rushed, you can end up with a turkey that's dry on the outside and undercooked on the inside. To ensure a flavorful, juicy turkey, give it all the time it needs. Coming up next, we delve into the heart of the meal, the stuffing. The secret to an exceptional stuffing is in simplicity, yet packed with an explosion of flavors. It all begins with bread, preferably a day old, cubed into small, bite-sized pieces. This bread forms the backbone of our stuffing, absorbing all those delicious flavors we'll be adding. Now, toss the cubed bread with sautéed onions and celery. This duo provides a crunchy texture and a hint of sweetness that cuts through the richness of the other ingredients. And of course, we can't forget about the herbs. Sage with its pine-like flavor and thyme with its earthy and minty nuances marry well with the other components, bringing a certain aromatic to the stuffing. Next, pour in some high-quality chicken broth to moisten the bread and blend all the elements together. The amount of broth you add is crucial as it determines the texture of the stuffing. Too little and your stuffing might be dry, too much, and it could turn into a soggy mess. The aim here is to achieve a stuffing that's moist on the inside but maintains a crispy top when baked. Transfer the mix into a baking dish and bake until the top forms a golden brown crust. The result? An irresistible stuffing that boasts a crunchy surface, contrasting perfectly with the soft, moist inside. It's this balance of textures that makes stuffing a standout dish at any feast. Moving forward to the sides, we dive into the making of creamy mashed potatoes and vibrant green beans. For the mashed potatoes, we'll start with the selection of the best high-starch variety like russets or Yukon Golds. Once you've got your potatoes, you'll need to peel them and cut into even pieces to ensure uniform cooking. Boil them in salted water for about 15-20 minutes until they become fork tender. Drain well, eliminating any excess water. Now comes the mashing. Start by adding some butter for richness. Remember, the potatoes should still be hot, so the butter melts right in. Follow up with cream to make them extra smooth and luscious. Mash these ingredients together until you achieve your desired consistency. Smooth or a little chunky. It's up to your preference. Finish off with some salt and pepper to season. Adjust to your taste. Switching gears to the vibrant green beans first. Top and tail them to remove the ends. Once that's done, bring a pot of water to a boil, then plunge your green beans in for about 2-3 minutes. This process is known as blanching, and it helps to preserve the beans' lovely bright color and crunch. Drain the beans and then plunge them into iced water to stop the cooking process instantly. The final step is to sauté. Heat a pan with a touch of oil, toss in some finely sliced garlic, let it slightly brown for the flavor to develop. Then, add in your green beans. Sauté for a couple of minutes until they're heated through. For a crunchy twist and added texture, sprinkle some toasted almonds over the top just before serving. The juxtaposition of the creamy potatoes and the crispy green beans will surely be a hit at your dinner table. An integral part of any Thanksgiving feast, cranberry sauce offers that perfect splash of vibrant color and a burst of tangy flavor. To create this homemade delight, you'll need a pound of fresh cranberries, a cup of sugar, and a cup of water. Begin by combining these ingredients in a medium-sized saucepan. Allow the mixture to simmer gently over medium heat. You'll notice the cranberries start to pop and burst. This is a good sign. Stir occasionally, ensuring the sugar is well dissolved. After about 10 to 15 minutes, you'll see the sauce begin to thicken. This is when you know your cranberry sauce is ready. The balance of flavors is essential here. The natural tartness of the cranberries offsets the sweetness of the sugar, while the water helps maintain a smooth consistency. This bright and tangy sauce is the perfect counterpoint to the rich, savory profiles of the other Thanksgiving dishes. And now, for the grand finale, a timeless dessert, the classic pumpkin pie. This delectable dessert calls for some special ingredients, including a rich pumpkin puree, lusciously dense sweetened milk, eggs for binding, and an exotic mix of spices for that much-needed warmth and flavor. Start by combining these ingredients until they're perfectly blended. The key here is to get the right consistency. Too runny and your pie won't set. Too thick and it might dry out. The blend be creamy and smooth, just like a velvety custard. Once you've achieved this, lovingly pour the mix into a buttery pie crust. Now comes the part where magic happens, the baking. Slide the pie into a preheated oven and bake until it sets. This could take up to an hour or so. The outcome? A tantalizing treat where the fragrant medley of spices and the sweetness of the pumpkin unite, creating a dessert that truly captures the soulful essence of fall. So there you have it, a step-by-step guide to creating the perfect pumpkin pie. Happy baking! In conclusion, a quintessential Thanksgiving menu typically features a succulent roast turkey, savory stuffing oozing with flavor, incredibly creamy mashed potatoes, delightfully crisp green beans, tart cranberry sauce offering the perfect tang, and a sweet spiced pumpkin pie to round it off. Each dish demands meticulous preparation and an investment of patience, but the end result is a grand feast that gathers loved ones and signifies the abundance of the season. Be mindful, the crux of orchestrating a successful Thanksgiving meal lies in detailed preparation. Don't hesitate to commence the cooking process for some dishes ahead of time. For instance, the cranberry sauce and pumpkin pie can be prepared a day or two prior, saving you some last-minute stress. More importantly, savor each of the cooking journey. The essence of cooking does not solely reside in the final product, but also in the sheer pleasure of crafting something delectable from raw ingredients. So, gear up, pull up your sleeves, and don't shy away from immersing yourself in the kitchen. Let's toast to a Thanksgiving feast that's as fulfilling to cook as it is to relish. Celebrate not just the meal, but also the process of creation, the blend of aromas filling your kitchen, the fusion of flavors under your fingertips, and the joy seeing your loved ones enjoy a meal you've prepared with love and care. Remember, the best ingredient is always a pinch of love. Inch.